What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4. Last time, quite a lot happened. We learned that there is now a third victim here in the Inaba murder case. Someone who never went into the TV world or appeared on TV or the Midnight Channel. And that would be Mr. Muraoka, King Moron. We're trying to come to grips as to what exactly happened and what our next course of action is, since King Moron's death basically means that all of our assumptions are thrown out the window. However, Teddy has now joined us as a frontline party member, and Rise has now joined our group as our new navigator. In addition, we were officially acquainted with the... Well, we've heard so much about someone who was helping out the I was about to say the Dojima Police Department. That's completely wrong. The Inaba Police Department from Dojima. Someone sent from the Prefecture Police. And Dojima even mentioned that he was a high schooler about our age. And we've officially exchanged names with him. Naoto Shirogane. He's definitely someone quite in the know, since he's confronted us multiple times. He was even the one who talked to Kanji when we suspected Kanji being kidnapped. Sure enough, he was there with Rise, and he's able to put together the same deductions we have. And has even informed us that the police have a suspect now in the murder case. A high school student, though, for one, they don't go to Yasagami, and two, Naoto didn't know the name of this guy. At any rate, we're still coming to grips as to what our next course of action is. And, well, we have that. All of that information, plus not even midterms, finals are coming up. So yay, exams! In this episode, now that extended intro is done, what exactly are we doing this evening? Well, it has actually been quite a while since we really hung out with Nanako. So tonight, we are going to spend the evening with her. Hi, Nanako. So tonight, we are going to do exactly that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's great news. Well, it's always nice to see Nanako cheerful. Well, he'll live. Well, why don't we go buy some together? I'm sure Junes has some pickled radish.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, you could also say, I'll go buy some, and you'll get the same amount of points. Alright, then let's get going then. Nanako's just so cheerful. It's hard not to just smile whenever she's excited.
Let's go, big bro.
Alright then.
I'm back.
Oh, Dojima. Look, Dojima, it's not Nanako's fault, it's mine. The whole thing was my idea. I suggested we go to Junes to get something. I'm sorry. Look, Dojima, Nanako wanted to make dinner for you, and she wanted to make one of your favorites. We were out of it, so we went to Junes together to get something for you. That's why we were out so late. Well, that ended on a sour note. Oh boy, gossip. It's been a while since we've heard some. One thing I like about being in America, don't have to deal with entrance exams. I mean, SATs are kind of a thing, but nowhere near as, like, life-changing or life-ruining. You know what's actually kind of weird is the fact that Kashiwagi is one of the more questionable teachers at our school, and yet also, surprisingly, one who can actually do her job well. But at the very least, we get some knowledge from this. Let me actually getting some free knowledge points for at least for a little while in preparation for exams. There's actually not a huge push to get, like, really good grades, although I would like to be at least rank 4 in knowledge. Alright, well, unfortunately, we can't really do too much. Since it's the week before finals, our social links are all going to be rather preoccupied, at least during school. So what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, we don't really have all that much that we can do, admittably. Since, like I said, none of our school time social links are going to be available, and we don't exactly have much else that we can do. But there are a few things we can do, such as soda, because we weren't able to do it yesterday. So let's go buy some more soda. Alright, and before we continue to go what we're supposed to be doing today, we are going to take a quick detour to the Velvet Room. Because now we have quite a few more options in terms of fusions. We now have access to the cross spread, the pentagon spread, and the hexagon spread. So these different spreads give us access to unique personas that we can only get via these fusion spreads. For example, for here, we can make Neko Shogun as well as Tam Lin. So, remember when I said before that we couldn't make Neko Shogun? Now we can. So in order to make Neko Shogun, we have to have all of these personas. Arumitama, Kusumitama, Sakimitama, and Nigimitama. So there we go. This is the persona that we need to create. And he's actually a rather good persona, to be honest. But he also needs Bufala for Margaret's request, and that's gonna take a little bit of extra fusions, and not something I'm really concerning myself with at the moment. In terms of the Pentagon spread, we have these personas open up to us. Yoshitsune, Black Frost, and Yatsufusa. And in the Hexagon spread, we only have one, the Trumpeter. And you think, well, that's not really too many personas, especially since, like, say, Trumpeter is level 67. What's the point of these spreads? Well, as we go through the game, we will unlock more and more personas, some of which we can get through the normal and triangle spread, but a lot of them that are only accessible through the special spreads. So we will be able to make more personas as we continue to progress through the game. In terms of the fusion forecast, that's oddly specific. Using Unicorn and using that, we get bonus stats as well as an extra fire skill. And unfortunately, we don't get anything tomorrow. Alright. So, the reason why I went into the Velvet Room was simply to change up my persona spread. Simply put, we need a lot of different arcana that we didn't need previously. Such as Hierophant! I still need to make that up. But at any rate, we are going to need to make some room in order to get different arcana for different social links that we will be engaging in. So I will go ahead and try to fuse away a few of my personas. I'll see what I can do with ones that I don't really need, and we'll go from there. So let's skip ahead to where I actually make something in order to free up some space. Alright, I can accept this combination. Not exactly a bad persona, and one that we're eventually going to need for Margaret. So we are fusing away Hua Po and King Frost in order to fuse Kusumitama. Not sure if we already have Kusumitama in our compendium, but like I said, we do need to have one of these personas with Bufula. So, thankfully we've got that. Now, all we need is enough room to get the other Mitamas. Which might be possible? I don't know, I wasn't intending on doing Margaret's request today, but we might actually be able to do it. Depending on if I can free up enough space. I get to survive light and survive dark. Okay. Toriesto. Exactly the greatest set of skills, but hey, having 3 single target elemental spells? Not bad. Alright, little ticked off because no matter what, he always gets Zio and Mazio. But hey, at the very least, this is still a pretty decent combination. So we are fusing away Titan, Andra, and Lamia in order to fuse Satanta. Definitely a more balanced, especially with the pretty good endurance stat. Gonna be pretty nice to have him along. Alright, unfortunately we're not really that far along in Kanji's social link, but hey. It'll still be nice to have, well, a persona that can take a hit, so that way we don't get dealt as much damage. Plus invigorate, so that's a plus. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. I wasn't intending on making you today, but we can. So we are fusing away Aramitama, Kusimitama, Sakimitama, and Nigimitama in order to fuse Neko Shogun. And there we go, our first 4-persona fusion. Our first cross spread. And unfortunately, not really all that much. Neko Shogun is a very good persona, though. It's a sad thing that, like, I really heavily emphasize, like, invigorate. But I'm gonna see if I can actually try to use him, because he's actually really good, especially with those debuffs. That's going to be amazing.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Well, I aim to please. Margaret, it's a cat! Why would a cat have a long nose? Oh well, whatever. We're about halfway through of Margaret's requests, though, so we are making progress. Okay, that one is actually rather important. Black Frost with Auto Sukukaja. Okay, Black Frost is a Pentagon spread. We don't have the level for it. That's also going to be a very tricky one, because none of those personas actually come with Auto Sukukaja. This one's going to be hard, but it is something that is going to be rather important. Now, I believe with making Neko Shogun, I am about 1 slot shy now. Well, crap. Okay, gotta make something else then. Alright, admittedly not the best combination I've ever made, but I needed more space than I thought, and I could always use more personas to pass down Invigorate. So, we are fusing away Titania, Matador, and Makami in order to fuse Mitra. That's fine if we can't bestow any additional power. We need a little bit extra space, so that's all I could really hope for. Sadly, nothing else. But that should be sufficient for me to at least buy back all the personas that I'm going to need. At least it should. Alright, well that took a while to figure out, but this is basically what my current persona deck is looking like. I am keeping one spot open because there's an Arcana that we need that I actually don't have any personas in my compendium that match that Arcana. But I do see a combination in which we will be able to get that Arcana. I will not make it yet. I'm instead going to wait until we actually establish the social link, because it's actually not a social link we've started yet. So we'll be back to the Velvet Room soon enough. But at any rate, what are we actually going to be doing today? Well, there's not really much we can do, so it's off to Aya's. We need to take on the Mega Beef Bowl Challenge yet again. And it's raining, so we can't do anything else. Plus, it's midterms, /finals, /exams, so we also can't do anything else. Why am I still talking like this? Because it's intense. I'm weird sometimes. Anyway, what did we get from the Mega Beef Bowl Challenge? Understanding. Knowledge. That's good. That's what I'm looking for. And once again, skipping on courage. How does that keep happening? Oh, sweet. Oh, well, thank you. So, yes, if we come into Aya's so many times, I'm not sure if it's just regularly going to Aya's or if it's specifically the Mega Beef Bowl Challenge. But at any rate, if you go and take on this challenge enough times, you will eventually get a book. The Ramen Way. Neat.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Nanako. Alright, so what are we... Ooh! Alright, well, we can study for exams. Honestly, though, I think we're going to be alright. Even if we don't get rank 4 knowledge, which I don't believe we have. No. Courage and expression. Really? Courage? Courage and expression are both at rank 4, but everything else is still at rank 3. It's not the end of the world if if knowledge doesn't get to rank 4. It really doesn't matter all that much, but it's still something I would like to do. At any rate, Nanako did say she went shopping, so I think that this would be a perfect time to make lunch for tomorrow. Let's see, what can we make? can make creme caramel. That seems very oddly specific, but whatever. Should be okay. Alright, egg, milk, sugar. What kind of scent? Cologne! 'Cause that's what I want to add to my food. Well, ice cream probably wouldn't be good at all, so probably just the extract. Alright, that looks delicious. Smooth creme caramel. And I got some bait. Honestly, I should probably try to get some more. At any rate, it is now lunchtime. So, who are we going to be sharing our lunch with today? It's not going to be anyone from our class, nor is it our party members. Naoki, Aiko, it's none of them either. No, today we are spending our lunch yet again with Yumi. I know she's been going through a pretty rough patch, so, you know, maybe this should cheer her up, or at least I hope it does.
Oh, this is tasty.
You got it. Alright. And the next time we hang out with her, we should be able to rank up. Nice. And the day moves on to the afternoon. Hey, what? Rome wasn't built in a day. That's an easy one. It means things take time. Oh yeah, you get a good amount of knowledge points, but it also gives you questions to remember for the exams. Well hey, knowledge points are knowledge points. And now it's after school. So what exactly are we going to be doing today? Actually, quite a lot. A lot of things have opened up to us today, so we are actually going to start and do some of these things. Because we have a ton of quests that just opened up to us. So, what is the first thing that we are going to do? Well, this girl's been the site of plenty of quests, so we're gonna start with her. I think you might be slightly overreacting. It's scary, sure, but maybe a tad overreacting. Yeah, sure, what's up? I'm sorry, a veil? Oh, well, if it's keys that you're offering, sure, I'll go look for some. Alright, so now we have another quest in this quest chain, a charmed veil. So where exactly would we find something like this? Somewhere where there's an adult atmosphere and someone wearing a veil. Yeah, the idols within Risei's dungeon. That's where we're going to find this. So where exactly are we going to be going next? Our next destination takes us to the practice building. I believe the person we need to talk to is the radio guy. Wouldn't the antenna be on top of the roof? Oh, well, whatever. Why am I even bothering questioning this? Sure, what's up? Silver lump. Yeah, sure, I can go find one for you. Pretty sure we had one of those and we sold it. This is not one that I figured would be that. Then again, like, this one shouldn't really be that big of a deal. Normally, I would only make a big deal of it if, like, it took us back really far. I assume we can find this in Risei's dungeon. Silver dice. Okay, yeah, that's why I didn't really make that big of a deal. Because we're going to probably find these enemies in Risei's dungeon anyway while we're going and doing some of these other quests. So, where are we off to next? This quest train isn't done yet. Our next destination takes us to the bookstore. Because we need to talk to the guy standing right out front. I'm interested. Oh, of course. Hard boots. Sure, I'll go look for them. And this is why I made such a big deal earlier about getting those stupid thick heights from Kanji's dungeon. Cause that's the only way you can get these shoes. And that's why I bought them earlier. Here you go. Yeah, because, trust me, having to go all the way back to Kanji's dungeon to do this, kind of a pain. Enemies are not worth the experience at this point. Oh, well, thank you. Certainly use more money. Yeah, we spent quite a bit of money doing all those fusions. Still have a nice chunk left, though. Alright, so that's another quest accepted and taken care of, but we're not done on this quest train just yet. For our final quest, we're going to head on over to Samegawa. Because we need to talk to the girl that is down at the riverbed. there's a quest that involves her, and it's a bit of a quest chain. Sure, what's your request? No, I don't have one, but I can certainly look for one. Alright, so now we have another quest. So where would we find such a thing? From the dancers in Risei's dungeon. So yeah, not exactly many enemies that we need to take care of, which is good because in case there were other pieces of equipment that we can get at Daidara's that we couldn't get the first time, now we have more options available to us to get those. Now that's it in terms of accepting new quests, but now that it's not raining, we can actually make some progress in the Fox quest. Because, well, there's a new person right here, so why don't we go ahead and talk to them. Is that a bad thing? Is it a chupacabra? Is it a cat? Whoa. No need for that kind of language. Okay, I've heard of phobias, like plenty of phobias before. I know people freak out pretty big with spiders, but I don't think I've ever seen someone freak out this much for cats. No one tell him about Battle Block Theater. I don't think it really matters which one you pick. Well, I could bring a cat here and we can go from there. Meow, meow. Okay, that didn't work. I'm pretty sure you have to go through all these options. Well, I don't think cats are really that bad. I mean, they're adorable little things. Okay. Yeah, this is obviously not going to work. So, yeah. I mean, it just seems really odd because if we go down a little ways, there's the cat right here that we just feed on a regular basis. Which, by the way, we're gonna give it a Nina Trout. Merble. Okay, so there's that cat, but surprisingly, that is not what we need to do. In fact, instead, to progress in this quest, we have to go to the Dojima residence. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been back here, and no, this isn't just to get some bait. Now, I'm not sure when this actually appears, but there's actually a cat right outside our house. There's a cat. Will you pet it? Pet it or deny it pets? No, I'm not gonna deny it pets. Nice little kitty. Oh, it's one of those affectionate cats. Actually, no, like an affectionate cat. I also had like a very unaffectionate cat for most of my life. Time will pass if you play with the cat. I mean, this is actually really odd because this is a way that you can gain expression. And it's just playing with a cat. No, I'm not gonna spend my afternoon with this thing. However, this is the cat that we need to, well, talk to, for lack of a better word. Let's see, well, you're not gonna overcome your fears if you keep running away from them. Or we could just spend time with the cat. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Da 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 da. Dude, you're overreacting. Wow, I mean, I know I don't like to be licked by animals, but damn, I don't run away screaming like a little girl. Well, damn. Well, we're not gonna be able to see him for the rest of the day, so yeah, nothing more we can do about that. So we're gonna have to come back another day in order to finish that up. So, with all of that taken care of, what are we going to be spending our day with? Well, actually, we are going to head back to school. Because even though a lot of our social links are going to be unavailable, Yukiko is still here, and we can still hang out with her. So today we are going to just spend our time with Yukiko.
Oh,
Hey, Yukiko. Did you want to hang out?
yes.
Oh, I assume rumors are abound now. Oh. Oh, wait. You're going to be on TV? Okay, good. That's the last thing we need. Alright then, well, don't let me hold you up. By the way, it didn't matter what you responded with. Oh no. Ah, crap. I'm like this close to punching this guy. You're taking this surprisingly well, Yukiko. Convoluted son of a bitch. Hmm? Are you kidding, Yukiko? That was awesome! I mean, I was about this close to decking him in the face, but what you did was a lot more impressive. And it worked a lot better than what my idea could have ever done. I think Yukiko's starting to realize how important the inn is to her. And that maybe she doesn't need to run away to start a new life. All she wants is to have control over her own life. And, I mean, if she willingly chooses to become the next manager, that's her choice.
Just a little longer.
Sure, Yukiko. I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you.
Alright. Bye, Yukiko.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Aw, thanks, Nanako. Alright, well, we've been going on for quite a while. Granted, a good amount of it was in the Velvet Room, but I think we're probably good to call it a day right here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 4. Exams are fast approaching, so well, we should be studying, but instead we're probably just gonna keep on doing what we've been doing, and that's developing our stats and social links. I mean, technically, knowledge is one of our stats, so it could mean that, but it could also mean just various other things. At any rate, we do need to just prepare for exams and get through that before we really deal with the investigation any further. So we're just going to have to prepare for that and then just take things one step at a time. So until next time, everyone, take care.